Namaskar. We wish our viewers a very happy Independence Day. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, 74th Independence Day of India celebrated by Rourkela Steel Plant with patriotic fervour. And exemplary contributions by employees of Steel Melting Shop 2 bring about substantial savings for the company. Coming to the news in details, the 74th Independence Day of India was celebrated with patriotic fervour by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 15th August. Mr. Deepak Chatra, CEO RSP, unfurled the national flag and took the salute of the CISF contingent in the function organized at the administrative block of the steel plant. The function was organized with official decorum in strict compliance to the government guidelines pertaining to COVID-19. It is worth mentioning here that as per the advisory of the central and state governments to avoid congregation of a large number of people, this year the Independence Day celebrations were organized at the administrative block of RSP instead of Ispat Stadium Sector 6 and Mini Stadium Sector 22. Wishing the Rourkelites on the momentous occasion, the CEO said, "Being the first integrated steel plant of the country in public sector, RSP was one of the earliest ventures of the nascent nation towards achieving true Swaraj. Since the day the foundation stone of RSP was laid in the 1950s and the first ton of hot metal was tapped in 1959, we have been contributing our might in building a strong and vibrant India. Our journey of 60-odd years have been a saga of trials and tribulations. We have overcome many a seemingly unsurmountable odd on the dint of our collective energy and enthusiasm. Advising the RSP collective to stay safe from coronavirus by adhering to the guidelines, Mr. Chatra said that the RSP is standing firm with each of its employees and his or her family members at this time of crisis. Mr. Chatra spoke about the various endeavors and achievements of the steel plant in the recent times in the field of production, environment management, safety, human resources, communication, healthcare, and other key areas amidst the humongous challenges thrown down by the pandemic. What is the most heartening aspect that we have come across in this time of gloom and anxiety is the indomitable spirit of the RSP collective. It is said, being challenged in life is inevitable, being defeated is optional. As the word defeat is not the vocabulary of the employees of RSP, they made it a point to bounce back with an unmatched fervour soon after the lockdown process commenced, he added. The CEO, while concluding his speech, said, "Friends, changes are inevitable and not always controllable. What can be controlled is how we manage, react to, and work through the change process. The catastrophic pandemic has brutally changed every aspect of our life and living. If all of us, irrespective of where we belong to, strive with a new resolve, a new energy, and a new strength, then we can change the fate of our plant with our combined strength. Just like the freedom fighters had changed the destiny of India with their collective will and toil." A team of COVID warriors comprising doctors, health workers, plasma donors, sanitization workers, employees of COVID control room, fire services and public health were given a standing ovation on the occasion for their dedicated service to the society at this hour of crisis. Amongst others, the program was attended by Mr. P.K. Das, ED Works, Mr. Rajveer Singh, ED PNA, Mr. D.K. Mahapatra, EDMM, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Projects, Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM FNA, Dr. B.K. Hota, Director Medical, and Dr. Shikhar Sahai, DIG CISF. Mr. Anil Kumar Malik of Cold Rolling Mill anchored the program. Flag hoisting ceremonies were also organized in different educational and socio-cultural organizations adhering to the COVID-19 guidelines. Mrs. Rakha Chattaraj, President Deepika Mahila Sangati, unfurled the national flag at the Deepika Jagriti Sansthan. The ingenuity and enterprising efforts of the employees of Steel Melting Shop 2 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has helped in bringing about a substantial savings for the company. Mr. Jyoti Basu Martham, AGM SMS2 Electrical, along with his two-member team, Mr. Prabhakar Patra SOST and Mr. Sushant Kumar Dalai SOST, have successfully repaired and replaced the drive and the actuator, which has resulted in a direct savings of Rs 36 lakhs. It may be noted that actuator or the servo motor is an integral part in the steel making process. It is used for precision control of steel metal flow from ton dish to mold. Both the actuator and drive of the unit were giving problems. During inspection, it was found that the ball bearing and the gearbox had worn out, affecting the servo motor. Similarly, the precise capacitor and the card in the drive were also found to be defective. The team took up the challenge of repair and replacement using in-house resources. They developed a repair and testing facility in troubleshooting and diagnosing the faculty component of gear train arrangement of actuator, resolver, connectors, etc. The repaired system was finally replaced successfully. Apart from the huge financial savings, the enterprising job has also helped in improving the systems in SMS2. That's all from our news desk today. Jai Hind.